Gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 41. We're back. Let's jump in the world, shall we? Now, admittedly, tonight is a night about world exploration. We're going to travel far and wide. We need to get the cooking book for our professions to get past 150. We need to get the first aid book to get our professions past 150. And we need to get the fishing book to get that profession past 150, because we're just about maxed out on all three of these. First aid we could get like right now. I probably will, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and just cap this out. But that requires us to head to Desolac, Dustwallow Marsh, and Stranglethorn Vale. Now, I have this mapped out in my head where we're going to take the Zeppelin back to Orgrimmar, take a flight path to Stone Talon Mountain, run through the region where we hunted the elite harpy, and head down to Desolac, grab the flight path there for later, get the book, fly to Ratchet, or no, actually Camp Taraho, run over to Dustwallow Marsh, I believe is what it is, or is that the name of that zone? I can't remember. Grab the book there, and then head up to Ratchet. Ah, damn, so close. One short. Then we'll head to Ratchet, catch the boat to Stranglethorn Vale. Come on, give me that final point, bro. Come on. There we go. Ridiculous. So yeah, we'll catch the boat from Ratchet to Stranglethorn, grab the final book, and then hearth back to Terran Mill. That's my plan. So, let the travel episode begin. It's probably going to take so long with all that travel that we're not going to have a ton of time to do anything else, if I'm being honest. So, maybe not. Maybe it'll only take us like 20 minutes or so, but that's a lot of travel. Oof. Almost missed the elevator. Never mess with this elevator. Made the hot cocoa. Amazing every time. Yeah, specifically this is a death trap in hardcore. A lot of people know, but if you don't know, just don't mess with this elevator. We saw someone die live. I believe we got that on recording. Just wait. No need to rush, man. Just wait. See, last time we hit 30, which got Blade Flurry, which is just such a good move. Basically, increases your attack speed and your attacks strike an additional nearby opponent that lasts 15 seconds. So AoE pulls are just so much better. We can really cut down a lot of groups of 2, groups of 3, even groups of 4 with evasion. I need to make more bombs, but I'll probably do that in Ratchet while we wait for the boat. I think I have some decent coarse powder. I got a stack of 20 in the bank. That gets me like 10 bombs or so, which might be up to 30 bombs if we're lucky, but I also want to make the small bronze bombs. Kind of running low on these. I did just use a ton of wool though to get our first aid up to 150, so could start making explosive sheep pretty soon. These things are sick. So it summons an explosive sheep, which will charge at a nearby enemy and explode for X amount of damage. The charge is what's really cool though. It's like a ranged slight stun. I think it stuns them for like 0.5 seconds, 0.25 seconds, something like that. But it's pretty solid damage. Only thing is you need heavy blasting powder, right? And if I'm using heavy blasting powder, I guess I'd... No. The sheep are the best as far as like damage goes that we have right now. The large copper bombs could be something to look into. They're 5-yard radius, so it's a pretty big circle compared to the 3-yard radius that the small bronze bombs give us, but it's less damage. You yield more bombs out of it, right? It's 3 copper bars, a silver contact, and 4 coarse blasting powder for 2 to 4, anywhere from 2 to 4 bombs. It's less damage comparatively. Like these are 73 to 97, and these stun for 1 second. these stun for 2 seconds. So the small bronze bombs overall, probably the best, like bang for our buck. And then obviously with our heavy blasting powder, we'll make the big bronze bombs, but we'll just juggle between these two. I need more coarse blasting powder. That's why I'm so adamant on every time we visit any kind of engineering trainer, I buy as much coarse blasting powder that they have. They usually have like 3 or 4, but it's not easy to come across it. The coarse stone, when you're mining tin, it's not, you know, common. It's pretty rare, honestly. You get 4 hits of tin and you might get 1 coarse stone. But alright, first things first, we're hitting up Desolac. Then we're going to run over to Dustwallow Marsh. I believe it's in here is where she's at, the NPC that we're looking for. And then from there we'll catch the flight path back over to Ratchet, do some crafting in Ratchet, hit the boat all the way over to Stranglethorn, find the NPC in Booty Bay that we need to, and get the book that I need. So buckle in, gamers. It's a travel episode. Get to appreciate the size of World of Warcraft, how massive this game really is. For the time when this came out, like, nothing else was like this. Nowadays, games are incredibly expansive, but OVO, Javier, or definitely not solo self-found. Not even hardcore, I think. Oh yeah, definitely not solo self-found. This guy's buying gold, buying items. Every piece he has is BOE. That's crazy. I wonder if someone looks at us and thinks, oh, he's not solo self-found. But guess what, bitch? I have this to show it. Bam, Soul of Iron, self-found adventure. Unable to trade, use the auction house, or send and receive most mail. All these items we found or earned ourselves. This ring is my prized possession. Meadow Ring of the Tiger. Like, this thing would sell for, God, 5, 10, 15 gold on the auction house if you really wanted it to. It's a great twink ring. Level 17, 3 agility, 2 strength. Crazy. Rogues, warriors, even hunters, shaman could even use something like this. Enhancement shaman. It's a really good ring. Also, my wyvern tail spike. We found this on the rare wyvern patriarch up in Stone Talon Mountains. Such a sick dagger. When I started this character, I thought for sure, just like every other rogue I played, I thought we would be combat swords. And in a way we are. We're like, you know, we're a hybrid. But with this character, because we didn't do dungeons and I've been limited with like weapons and drops and stuff, I've learned the beauty of combat daggers, right? And just, you know, having both. If I truly want, you know, open up with ambush, this thing can almost one-shot a lot of mobs, half health a lot of targets that are our level. And then we just, you know, we've got a macro, insta-switch to the swords. Go back to the daggers real quick. I can even do sword dagger, right? It's a beautiful thing. Honestly, real quick, I'm gonna hit up the Skull Rock Cavern and see if I can get some of the copper that's around here, because I think I'm gonna need more copper. Yeah, look, there's always copper in Skull Rock. I think I've got a stack of 20 bars in the bank. There's always bodies outside of Skull Rock. I don't think these guys have anything worth pickpocketing as far as like lock boxes or anything like that. Just a little bit of copper that is not worth it. Another. I want to hide. Poor guy. So I should be able to just run right past everything in here. Collect the copper real quick and get out. While in Orgrimmar, I'm going to swing by the engineering trainer real quick and see if he has any coarse powder on him. A scroll of protection, okay. Check the lake. I was about to say, sometimes there's a chest at the bottom of this lake, and there it is. It's sometimes in this little nook right here, too. It's garbage, but... Probably should have saved that for a newbie, but if there was like a green gem in there or something, you guys know I like to collect those gems. It might be worth saving the rough stone and making a couple rough bombs. Rough dynamite? Nah. Okay, you know what? God. Just goes to show you sometimes the stone is more valuable than the ore. We got 9 ore and only 3 stones. Corpse of Dorky. Not Dorky. Random malachite. Malachite. Okay, that's all the copper in here. Basically another full stack. I'll take it. Turbo out. Not worried about these guys. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of the rough stone and the tough jerky. The rest of this stuff I'll keep. Yeah, 41, probably going to be more of a boring episode. The first half is going to be of travel. At least the first half. Might be the whole episode. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but... I've been putting it off for a while, and it just needs to happen. I think at 155 I learned how to smelt gold or mine gold. I don't understand how these people don't have the Soul of Iron buff. Does it not show? Do I have it maybe like turned off or something? I'm not sure. But this is a hardcore server, so they have to have the Soul of Iron like buff. I don't think you can opt out of hardcore, can you? On a hardcore server? I don't think so, right? Let's check the cooking trainer.
Can Zamja help you, person?
Nope, Zamja can't. Alright, let's get the coarse powder from the engineering trainer. I know he's got some. And then we'll hit the wind runners. Wind rider, wind runner, whatever it is. And head to Stone Talon. Man, beer, pig. Same generic names we always see. Yeah, one more point, man. Feels bad. Bounty Hunter Kolark.
Hello, adventurer. If you don't see it in my shop, chances are good I can
Yep.
get it.
Not much, but 2 more powder. Bounty Hunter Kolark. That guy looks cool. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why other people, it's not showing their Soul of Iron or Self-Found Adventure buffs. Maybe it's just something that they don't show when you're looking at other people, but I feel like they would show it. Let's do a little test real quick. Let's see if you can opt out of. Yeah, so no, you have to do a hardcore character, but you can opt out of solo self-found. But that right there is how I can tell other people are hardcore, when this little buff goes around them. I'm not sure, yeah. I'll have to look into it more. Everyone has to be hardcore, but I want to know who's a solo self-found character. Like, so far none of these people are, but I don't buy that.
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of a wind rider.
Okay, we're going to Sunrock. Yada-da-da. See, we're already at 20 minutes. We haven't even started. This one's just going to be straight travel. Honestly, this hot cocoa is kind of making me a little warm. Might take the flannel off. Just rock the tank. You know what? Let's break it out. Let's rock the tank. Man, I need to shave. Not the goatee or the stash, but more so just the sides. Let's rock the tank, boys. Come on. Break them out. Break them out. All right. Get to see the shoulder tat. Ooh, there it is, baby. Gromdal Farm. Yeah, last night we stayed up a little late gaming, and boy did I pay for it today. I was tired and groggy like all day today, so I was like, you know what, let's get on a little earlier tonight. Let's just stick to the hour, just do the travel, you know. Snake, I'm betting that guy is either a rogue or a hunter. Let's see. Hunter, called it. Rogue or hunter. What quest is this? The swarm grows. We'll get that another time, I think. What is it? Deliver Corrin's sealed note to Belgrom Rock Mall in Orgrimmar. And then it gives us a chain for 2 other quests. The swarm grows and the swarm grows. 35. Is that like a... That might be a chain to bring us into Desolac. Honestly, I don't have the quest space for it right now, though. Look, our journal is... Or, not our journal, our quest log is at 19 out of 20. It's pretty full right now. I should go do the Essence of Akumai pretty soon, too. It's still giving me solid experience, even though it's a gray quest, so it's like 2,000 experience. It's decent. I don't even think I would use this if I got it. The ribbed breastplate, 5 strength, 5 stamina, 5 spirit. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty solid, but is it better than 7 agility, 6 spirit? I'm not sure. It gives us 2 more armor. I don't really know if that's worth it. I like the chest piece that we found on the, I believe it was satyrs. We found this chest piece on satyrs, just random satyrs. But this is a harder quest, and it's just an RNG drop, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I'd probably take the pants. Those pants are crazy. Any warrior type class or paladin that we make, I'm definitely going to want to do this quest. I'm not sure if you get this same quest on the Alliance when we make our paladin, but those pants are nuts. 7 strength, 7 agility. Whew. Those are really good, especially for like a warrior, like DPS. And I think for our warrior, we're definitely going to level arms, 2-handed arms. How do you not? Obviously, you'll have a sword and shield. As you can tell with my backspace, I like to stay prepped. So even when we're doing the warrior, we'll do like, you know, 2-handed sword, 2-handed axe, whatever, 2-handed mace, whatever is the best weapon that we find at the time. But also have a sword and shield in the bag that I'd actively switch to turbo. For spell reflect, for defensive stance, for shield bash, shield wall, whenever we need. A good warrior has multiple weapons. I don't think I'd play Fury Warrior, because in vanilla it mostly revolves around one-handed weapons, you know what I mean? In different versions of WoW you get Titan's Grip, which is 2 two-handed weapons. Not in Classic. And to me, I play a rogue already, so it's like a Fury Warrior kind of feels like a rogue. So I like, when I play warrior, I like to do, you know, a big 2-handed weapon and then a sword and shield. Sandieri. I knew it. Thank you. Thank you for the buff. Just check for any rares. Chances are there won't be, though, because they were just here, so. Sister Ribbon, maybe she's up. Doubt it. I'll take the copper, though. There's probably also some tin and hopefully iron in these there hills. In them there hills. Oh, fix that real quick. Hey, shadow gem. Just go ahead and get rid of the rough stone. Just don't need it. Check the middle area, because that's... and that back wall. I should check that back wall. That's where a lot of the iron and such will spawn. I wonder if the Vengeful Ancient is up. I've said it before, but I'm really enjoying playing on like a somewhat dead server. Just because you get to see way more rares, you get way more chests, areas are less condensed, so you're not fighting over mobs with someone else. It just feels really good. Like, I know it's MMOs are supposed to be populated, the world is supposed to be full of people. And every time I play an MMO, that's usually how it is. But it's kind of refreshing being solo in it, weirdly enough. And we're not completely solo, because every time I see people, you know, I get to interact with them a little bit. They're like remnants in my world, right? Where it's like we see that priest, he throws us a buff, and it's like thanks, and then we like never see him again. Maybe we see him once or twice or whatever, but or like you know, we see someone on the boat, like when we were heading to Stranglethorn Vale that time. We saw that druid, and we got to do a little bit of light role play with him for just a couple minutes, and then he's gone. I never see him again, and it's like that's something about that I kind of like. Okay, cool. Hopefully this gets me to 155 mining, which then I can mine and smelt gold, which is really, really nice. Yes, 155. And we're getting some heavy stone. It's a two-hitter. Excuse me. I also like seeing, I have the layer adding, or layer tracking add-on, and I like seeing, you know, just like layer 0 or layer 1. There's just no layers on this server, because there's not enough people. If I had to guess, there's probably less than 1,000 people playing on the server. Because everyone's on the new hardcore servers. But us? Nah, OG baby. Deal with the Slayer first. Mithril. What is that? Curse of Recklessness? Melee attack power, armor, cut down. Let's pull this thing back a little bit. Alright, let's take it easy, ladies. A little late on the bandage there, but that's okay. Oh, if I was a warrior, I'd be stoked right now. Those are really good. 4 strength, 3 stamina? Whew. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with you in order to open this chest. Unfortunately, I can't get mithril just yet. I think I need to be like 175 to get mithril. So I'm a ways away for that. Got some tin out of that though. Dwarven mild, that can go. Get rid of the light feathers as well. Broken wishbone, 1 silver. Don't know if it's worth holding it. We'll see. Need to make back a lot of the money we just spent. We were at like 13 gold, almost 14 gold, and then I bought a bunch of training. Now we're down to 669. And these books I think are a gold each, if not maybe like 25 silver, but I think they're a gold each, which is like kind of expensive. That's going to take us down to 3 gold, kind of breaking the bank here, but you got to spend money. You have to spend money. Just like in real life, you got to spend it, so we're going to have to make it. Now, Desolac. Every time I quest in this area, I get depressed. It's a very depressing area. It's very bleak, kind of gray-green, just empty, you know what I mean? But it's a good place for mining. The Tethris Aran. We need to go all the way down here and see Innkeeper Sakiwa. Let's stick to the road, shall we? This area can be a little dangerous. We will come back and do this whole area as well. Probably around like 33 to 35, I imagine we'll come to Desolac and start questing here. We're already trying to do so many other zones. It's like, ugh. We're trying to finish up the bit that we have in Hillsbrad. We're trying to finish up the last little bit in Stone Talon. There's a little bit left in the Barrens. See, like, this is what I mean. If we ran into that pact, that'd probably kill us. 5 level 32 hyenas? No. Yeah, we're trying to finish up the Barrens. We're trying to finish up Stone Talon. We're trying to finish up Ashenvale. We want to do Thousand Needles. I love this zone. We're trying to finish up Hillsbrad. We technically just finished up Silverpine Forest. We did all the quests here when we finished up Thule Ravenclaw. We are eventually going to start this zone. We're going to start Dustwallow Marsh. This will be around 35 as well, so we'll probably juggle this zone and Dustwallow Marsh. This will be probably higher than 35. We'll probably come here at like 37, I'd imagine, and start this stuff, because I think it leads you into like the 37 to 40 range. But at that point, we'll also be doing Stranglethorn Vale. I love Stranglethorn Vale. I'm not very confident in doing the elite hunts. I'll try them. I've seen a lot of people solo them, but they just like kite them all the way to the town and let the guards kill them. I'm not so sure. I might just try it, you know, at a higher level, but I don't know. It's tough. It's a really tough thing to solo. Might be one of those things that we just skip it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I do want to do all of Stranglethorn though. The Dread Swoop. One thing I do like about Desolac though is it's basically just a massive Kodo graveyard. So you have these ginormous Kodo bones all throughout the zone, and they're all very unique in character. I'm sure some of them are just like, you know, the same asset flipped and turned in different ways, but they're just cool to look at. And you still have some like thunder lizards and Kodos roaming the area. Some whirlwind rippers. But yeah, Desolac is just a giant graveyard. Dying Kodo, aged Kodo. I believe this is a zone that's... I think it's themed around like the centaur and the Tauren fighting here. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Desolac admittedly is an area that I don't really do that much as far as questing, so I am interested to learn like what's going on here. Whirlwind Stormwalker. Whew, level 37. Tin? In this high of a level zone? It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Kodo Graveyard. I think I'm gonna have to go all the way around. I don't think I can get up here. Yeah. It's kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. Maybe I can squeeze my way in up here. Be careful. Level 38 would probably rip me to pieces. I do want that tin, though. Seems like a little horde outcropped over there. Hiss Speaker. Hisparak? How do you say that name? Hisparak? That's a 4-piece tin. We love it. Alright, we're getting close. Just trying to ignore these carrion horrors. It's kind of scary. Be very mindful of our path here. Let's keep sprint off cooldown too. Look at all these bones, man. Horn is Brimbumble. Brimbuzzle. Interesting. Crazy ass name. I'm sure we'll have a quest that brings me out to this guy and we'll figure out what his deal is. What is that, a little sand sifter? Some kind of alchemical experiments he's doing back here. Get back to the road. Issue is I can't tell what the road is. Now this is an area you need to be very careful in. These demons, no, no, no. I believe that's the road right there, yeah? Manarok Coven. The Corruptor. Whoa. Big fella, 36 Infernal Demon. We're not in Durotar anymore, gang. Let's be very mindful of our range here. Try and slip right through. I still have the swiftness potions if I absolutely need. Literally just rogue sprint in a bottle. 50% run speed for 15 seconds. 50% run speed for 15 seconds. Alright, we made it through. Manarok is obviously the demon lord that gave his blood to the orcs. That gave them their fell strength, but also like cursed them. I believe that's Manarok. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's who Manarok was. So it's interesting to see that's his like coven. I guess all of them are followers of Manarok, which explains why they're orcs. And there's a bunch of demons, right? Desolac does have some, like, remote beauty about it, though. Like, something about these giant hills, no trees, no grass, nothing, but then just, like, this tower in the distance that you can see. Makes you want to go to it. I don't know why, but... Oh my god. Let's let's focus up here a bit. The Gelkis, that's right. Yeah, it is centaur themed. I'm starting to remember now. There are the Gelkis clan, and then there's some other clan that opposes the Gelkis clan. I think you help the Gelkis clan. You help one of them are good and one of them are bad. I can't remember, but we'll learn about it in the future. And it's not all, you know, without greenery. Yes. Signs of the horde and some trolls. Sartheris Strand. That's the name of this outcrop. The hot cocoa is now gone, so we have Arizona green tea. Yum. That's a good slurp. Now I believe at this specific area, this is the cooking book, I think, or yeah, because the fishing book is in Stranglethorn, and the first aid book, or maybe this is the first aid book. Either way, one of them's here, one of them's in Dustwallow, but the cooking book is in, sorry, fishing book is in Stranglethorn. That one I know for sure. Shadowprey Village, Shadowprey Guardians. Tuck, my man. Take those off my hands. 9 silver right there. Hey, they have a forge here. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this stuff down. Just to save inventory space. While this is crafting, let me look at... Okay, yeah, cookbook is here. From Wulan. It cost 88 copper, or 88 silver, god. So yeah, a gold. I knew it was a little expensive. Eesh. Yeah, we're gonna go down to about 3 gold, but that's okay. We can rebuild. And we will rebuild. We're already at 40 minutes? Come on, bro. The next 2 shouldn't be too bad. Because we can just fly to Camp Tarajo. I believe fly from Tarajo. Or run from Tarajo down, follow the road in, and then up. That's not that bad. Excuse me. Probably gonna hold off on the bronze. For now, at least. Because I have a ton of bronze in the bank. 100 bars. I might need specifically copper in order to make more target dummies. I might need copper bolts, you know, what were they called? Modulators, whatever they are. Make the heavy blasting powder. Nice. Now, let's try and find this Wulan character. Lamawani? Mailahi? They are proud fishermen down here. Don't be shy. Thalan. Let's get the flight path real quick. See where Wulan is.
Where would you like to fly to?
Nowhere right now. What a name. Look at this guy's name. Drizzlegar Scraghook. Vark Battlescar. What a name. Where the heck is Wulan, man? It's gotta be in here, right? Maybe up top? No, but we'll definitely sleep in these hammocks when we are questing here. Alright, let's look and see. I'll just mark him. Oh, okay. He's right here. Okay, Wulan down. Cooking supplies. He can teach us Sagefish Delight at 175. Rock Scale Cod 175 and Mithril Head Shroud at 175, but for now, gotta drop a gold to get this book. Level up cooking past 150 so I can cook the rest of this stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and cook it while we're here. Get some like spices and stuff from him. We'll definitely be using the big bear steak for our stamina food. Surely there's a fire around here somewhere that we can cook on. He's got to have something, right? Take 9 hot spices. Get 15 mild spices. What else are we cooking? Tangy crawler meat? Outside of that, raw bristle. Can I cook on these braziers? I don't think I can. All right, let's fly to Camp Darajo. I think there's a fire there anyways. That takes us to the next area, which is the first aid book.
Where would you like to fly to?
Camp Darajo. I mean, we're making decent time. We're only 50 minutes into the episode. But, you know, we got the flight path for Desolac, so when we do come back here, it'll be easy to get here. And most of the low-level questing is like down on this end or up on this end. The middle area is filled with like, you know, 33 to 35, 34, 33. A lot of the mobs that we saw were like 38, 37, 38, right? So Also, at some point, we need to head back to Zama and bring her the toxin that Leiden made her. Wonder if I can request a stop at the next area. It should be Thunderbluff. Maybe I can turn that in real quick. And just go ahead and get the cooking done. This episode might run a little longer than an hour, but realistically getting to Dustwallow is super easy. It's like maybe a 10-minute run, and then from here you just fly to Ratchet, wait for the boat, and then the boat, it's right there, you know? So the next goal will be to save as much money as we can from 30 to 40 and hopefully get 100 gold by the time that we hit 40. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we'll probably get a mount by like 42, 44, somewhere in that range. It's hard to get to 100 gold, especially solo sell-found, where you can't sell things in the auction house or anything like that. Items just have the value that they have. Like I was saying earlier, like this ring, if we, not this one, this one, if we wanted, we could have sold that for like 15 gold. It goes to the vendor for 10 silver, you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference then about when you're playing solo self-found. So we might have to do some grinding, some like actual mob grinding, pickpocketing, selling raw trash, in order to get our mount. But quests will give us a lot of money. Being nitpicky with the money that we spend on our training should give us a lot of money. Land me at Thunderbluff, please. Because yeah, we don't need another skill until Eviscerate at 32, Blind at 34. Sprint would be nice, but 10 extra percent. Like I could probably nickel and dime a lot of skills. Like I probably just need like 2 or 3 abilities all the way from now until 40. So, cooking trainer is like right here. We'll cook the sagefish first.
I've been expecting you.
Got a free point right away. 151. Even just 1 point off this alone was worth it. It's a green recipe. I'm not expecting much, but 1 or 2 points. It's mana food too, so it's not for me. If I was a spellcaster, that'd be, you know, nice, but in the future we will be playing spellcasters, and when we fish this food up, it'll be nice to have it. 152. Next, cook the bristle whisker catfish. 153. 154. Now we will cook the bear steak. This will replace our clams. Holy horn, huh? That got us to 160. This will get us to 161. Sell the spice, sell the boiled clams. Go ahead and eat the goblin deviled clam. Just get a free stamina buff. See, with priest buff and this food buff, what will my health be? 1188. It's pretty good. That means without the priest buff, I'm at 1108. I'm gonna hide these investigate the scourge quests because I'm probably not gonna be doing them. They're Naxxramas quests, and honestly, they're not there. I don't know, you know, it might be a timed thing. I'm not sure. If we find them, we find them. I'm not too pressed about it though. Alright, Zama.
What will you require? Victory for
You've returned, Bellumbra. Do you bring aid from Apothecary Leiden? Here's his toxin.
a toxin from Apothecary Leiden? Very good. If I know Leiden, then this toxin will be quite effective against the Venture Company. Remember, patience.
Apothecary Zama fills a container with the toxin. The toxin is ready, Bellumbra. The flying machine airport.
The toxin is ready. All that remains is its delivery. You, adventurer, must make that delivery. The Venture Company must have a means of sending messages and light cargo between its headquarters and its operations in Stone Talon. It is likely a small skyport, not big enough for a zeppelin, but perhaps for a flying machine. You must search the areas in Stone Talon under control of the Venture Company and find this skyport.
I know
if it
exactly where
exists.
she's talking about.
If you find it, then place the toxin there. Place it and run. Beware our enemies.
Place it and run. Alright, turbos. Now to Dustwallow. Ooh, that was close. I don't think I would die from that fall, but there are some areas where if you fall like from all the way up there, all the way down there, definitely gonna die. But from like there to like there, you might be able to survive that. Gotta be careful though, gotta be careful. Alright. I should go ahead and make some bombs while I'm here, I guess, but let's take a quick little peek, little gander. Let's see. Silver contact is what I need. Whoops.
How may I aid you?
Break out my contacts.
Peace, friend.
Where'd they go?
Walk.
I think the internet is lagging or something. I'm not sure. Where'd those silver contacts go?
To speak? We shall meet again.
Hang on. I'll try and reload.
What brings you here?
Okay, there they are. Wait, no. What the hell? What happened to my silver con? Oh, those were iron bars, huh?
I've been expecting.
Dummy. Whoops. Let's make 10 silver contacts. Okay, I can make 6 of these. We rolled really badly on the first one, just 1. Good on the second one, hit 3. 1 on the third, yikes. 3 on the fourth, okay. It's bad, good, bad, good. Middle ground, okay. Come on, good. Bad, whatever. In total, we have 15. I can make 1 big bronze bomb. Maybe a couple more with what we have in the bank, but I also want to make some more target dummies. We'll do bank damage control after we figure out what we need. Okay, we can make 4 of these. If we're lucky, we hit 4 every time. Fingers crossed. We're also definitely going over an hour tonight. Probably going to be an hour and a half episode tonight. 3. 4. Oh, that was huge. 4. Oh my god, let's go. Come on, give me another 4. 2. Okay, you know what? Not too bad. Now, what do we need to make? Where are they at? Target dummies? There they are. So we need some wool, handful of copper bolts, modulators. Okay, so we need 10. So really 20. 20 handful of copper bolts. And that's why I kept it as copper, because I was like, yeah, some of this stuff you need, like copper bolts, you need, you know, all this other stuff. I thought we needed some whirling bronze gizmos, but I guess not. Mostly it's wool that I don't have because I just spent a bunch of it trying to get our first aid to 150. Okay, let's make 10. Unfortunately, I can't trade items, or I would help this guy out with a Mossa Gate because I have extra, but sorry, bud. The extras we'll just put in the bank. You know what? Sit on that and then make a couple more modulators. Make 2 of these.
What brings you here?
Then I'm going to sell some of this excess stuff. Let's see how that looks in the bank. Because I just have a ton of materials. Stuff that chances are I'm probably never going to use. Maybe I sell the wiring bronze gizmos? I thought I would be using them, but... Copper, tin, bronze, iron, save those. Drop the dust off. Silver can go in as well. Alright, that looks good. Keep that tin as well, just because I'm going to need more bronze in the future, I can already tell. Alright, now we head back to Camp Tarajo, finish up our journey around the world. We've made some more bombs, we've made some more target dummies. We've got a stack of 10 in the bags, a stack of 10 in the bank. That should last us until we get to the next tier of target dummies, because there's, you know, these are the base target dummies. There's advanced target dummies that are less likely to break. I think they last a little longer. They're less likely to
When
fail.
mounted on the back of a wind rider, one sees that its reputation for strength and speed is well earned.
That's true, Tal. That's true. We got the quest that I needed to get done here. That gave us a chain to then take this to the flying machine airport, the toxic fogger. We'll do that next time we're heading to Ashenvale or leaving Ashenvale for the Essence of Akumai. Whenever we try and attempt King of the Foulwelled quest and we finish up Sharp Talon. There's not too much left in Ashenvale. That's almost wrapped up completely. So we'll have, you know, this area completely done, 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 and we're working on this area. Pretty happy with our progress. We're definitely like out-leveled a lot of these areas, but for me it's more about like completing the entire zone, learning all the lore from the quests, just having a good time as we're doing it, and some challenges. We're still having some challenges. If this was a like speed run to max level, we would be definitely in areas that are of level or a little bit higher. But this is just, you know, it's more for me. Alright, the run begins. Go ahead and get sprint on cooldown. There's a couple players on. Stick to the road in case those elite human NPCs are up. I don't know why, but this scares me. Theramore guard badge, black shield, and hoof prints. Signs of murder, huh? What was the quest in Desolac? Speak with Regthar Deathgate. Was he in Desolac? No, that's right. He's in the Crossroads. Yeah, Regthar. We've talked to him before. He's gonna take us to Desolac though, because yeah, he's got a chain quest. That's the Kolkar of Desolac. Speak with Felgar. 2 cuts at Ghostwalker Post in Desolac. Old 2 cuts, huh? We do have a couple quests left in the Barrens. I know mainly, you know, the Tear of the Moons with Feegly, the Exiled, and this quest here, the Swarm Goes On, and then of course this quest, the Kolkar of Desolac. These weren't available when we were lower level, but keep Mangletooth's quests up just in case I ever get more blood shards and I want those buffs. They're decent buffs even after, you know, the level that you use them, which is like the 20 range. They're decent even in like 30s and 40s. Solid extra stamina, extra agility, movement speed, all that jazz. Yeah, so next level we're going to get the final point in dual wield specialization. After that, I should start working on sword spec and start using swords more than daggers. And, you know, just open up ambush, dagger, and then immediately switch to swords, because you get that chance to get extra hits, which is very, very strong. Very strong. So as soon as I start putting points in this, I'm going to start weapon dancing more, instead of just sitting on the daggers the whole time, because that's kind of what we've been doing. Right now it's been fine, because I have no points in either dagger spec or sword spec, but once we get those points in sword spec, we definitely want to be opening with ambush and then immediately switching to swords, and for the duration of the fight, just fight with the swords. They're slower, but that extra proc on getting a free attack is just insane extra damage, and once it gets to 5%, it's 5% for each weapon. So your main hand and 5% for your offhand, right? So it's like swing 5%, swing 5%, swing 5%, and that adds up. You wind up doing a lot of extra attacks for free. So that's a really exciting one to get once we technically get to like 32 is when we'll start putting points in there. Because 31, we get the final point in dual wield spec, and then 32, we get the first point in sword spec. So I should probably start practicing weapon dancing now a little more. Weapon macro swapping. And then, 32 to 37 will be those points. Is that copper? Yeah. 32 to 37 will be those points. 38 will be weapon expertise. Maybe not. Yeah, expertise is nice. It's basically just extra skills. Extra weapon skill, which is really good too. And then, the final points will be these two until we can get Adrenaline Rush, and then from there, probably switch over to Subtlety. One thing that's really cool is since I'm not playing like a dungeon build or anything like that, I get to think about my own build a little different. I'm often behind targets, so at least for the opening. So like maybe opportunity could be cool. It's an extra, 20% on ambush damage? That's pretty cool. Now that's sick. I love fantasy languages in the writing. Some kind of like orcish sign or ogre sign. I don't know what that is, but Dustwallow Marsh, baby. Now this is an area that I used to hate, but I've grown to really love over the years. I just think visually it's really cool. When I was younger and I was doing quests here, and the quest for Onyxia's Lair later on in the game's life, it just, I don't know, I didn't really like it, but there's a lot of crocodiles in this area. But now that I'm older, I love this zone. I think it's just visually so cool. The red skies, the swampy feel. Feels like your boots are wet. Mud Crush Dirt Feet. What a name. Mud Crush Dirt Feet. I love that name. Oops. Yeah, but I'm not sure if we're going to go with, I could get Master of Deception, harder to spot me while I'm stealth. That could be nice for when we're, trying to stealth between camps. We've seen those situations where we're trying to get a stealth off and something spots me and it gets awkward and I'm caught, you know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and get into the camp. Brackenwall Village. Talk to Shardy.
Where would you like to fly to?
Get that flight path. Leave me alone. He'll break soon, I think. There he goes. Who do I need to talk to here? Let's see. We talk to Balai Lok'Wein. Really? Yeah. Target Balai. I don't see her. Oh, there she is. Orgrimmar. Potions, scrolls, and reagents. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the heavy silk bandage recipe from her too. And she can hold on to the mage weave for now. That's gonna be a while away, but go ahead and train this. I think we get regular silk bandages at like 160, so we still have to use a little bit more wool. Maybe not, maybe it's 150. I can check right now. First aid. Silk, 150. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Overlord Mock Marok. Now let's talk to Shardy and what a name. Let's head to Ratchet. 7 silver to go from here to Ratchet? Come on. So now we have the flight path for here as well. For Brackenwall Village. So now we can fly to Shadowprey Village, Brackenwall Village if I need, when we get the quests here later. And the final person that we're looking for is Old Man Hemming, which is, you know, part of the Old Man Hemingway kind of fishing quests that have been throughout the years of WoW. Chronico. Old Man Hemming has been iconic with fishing in WoW. I'm pretty sure he's got another bit in Dustwallow Marsh. It's some version of WoW has him here where you got to do something for him here. There's so many different iterations of WoW now. There's Classic, you know, TBC, Wrath, all the expansions, yada yada yada, and then there's like Season of Discovery. And then when you go back and do Classic after you've done all those other expansions, you forget because they've changed things, and it's like, oh, well, in Wrath, he was here and he did this, and then it's like, well, we're playing in Classic again, so it's like, you know. But yeah, back to talents. I'm not sure if I should probably go with just, you know, Combat Assassination and get things like Remorseless Attack would be really good for us. After we kill a mob, we get 20% chance of crit striking on Sinister, Backstab, Ambush, or Ghostly Strike. It will always be us getting the kill because we play with no one else. We're completely solo self-found. So it's like, that's an extra 40% chance to crit on our ambush every time. Plus extra damage on Eviscerate. That's nuts. And then you can get improved Slice and Dice. It lasts 45% longer with 3 points. Crazy. So we're definitely going to lean into Assassination. But maybe after those 3 points, I look at getting something like, you know, Master of Deception could be cool for our solo adventure. Bonus movement speed while we're stealth could be really nice for our solo adventure. I'm not going to be behind them the entire fight. I get the open on them, and then immediately they turn around, and I'm not behind them anymore. So opportunity, no. If I was playing with someone else, this could be kind of cool. But truly, if I wanted to go into subtlety, I would take 5 points of Master of Deception, and then probably look at, like, this could be nice for survivability. Extra minute and a half off Vanish and Blind. It can really help keep you alive. Sleight of Hand, no. Not really. But Camouflage is cool. Reduce the cooldown of stealth by 1 second. This goes up to 5, so that's 5 seconds. So instead of a 10-second cooldown on stealth, it's only a 5-second cooldown. And it increases the movement speed by 15% while you're in stealth. That's really nice. So all of a sudden you're just really quick while you're stealth. Ghostly Strike is a cool move. A strike that deals 125% weapon damage and increases your chance to dodge for by 15% for 7 seconds. That's pretty cool. It would replace your Sinister Strike, though, basically. But it makes you more elusive, which is something that's really cool. So yeah, I'm not sure. We have options. If we want more damage, we're definitely going to lean into the Assassination tree for at least a couple points. But I could go, you know, we just get to Adrenaline Rush and then immediately switch over to Assassination for a bit. Get a couple key points in here.
Time is money, friend.
But things like this are just so nice, right? Like, let's look at this. Your finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to restore energy back. There's the boat. It's real quick. That's so useful, man. So let's say you cash in on 3 combo points. There's a 20% chance that you get 75% energy back, which then lets you do more Sinister Strikes back to back. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a high level rogue right there. Shank. There's alliance all over the place. Actually, let's stow away. Get a little bid. Exposed armor, not really. Ruthlessness, this is nice. Gives your finishing moves a 20% chance to add a combo point to your target. So let's say, you know, we slice and dice for 2 points. You might get an extra combo point and it becomes 3 points. That ties hand in hand with improved slice and dice, right? There's a lot of really cool abilities in Assassination that I like. Even vile poisons, increases the damage dealt by your poisons by 4%. And they have a higher percent chance of resisting dispel effects. Not really useful in PvE content, so to speak, but the damage is nice, right? Cold Blood is good. Yeah, we're definitely going to be combat assassination. Improved poison increases the chances to apply the poison to the target. I don't really know if this one's as good as vile poisons, but I like lethality. Increases the crit strike damage bonus of Sinister Strike, Gouge, Backstab, Ghostly Strike, Hemorrhage. Sinister Strike and Backstab are our main bread and butters there, as well as Gouge. We actually do Gouge Kite quite a bit. But yeah, I'm liking the idea of... I mean, I guess I could skip this, but this goes up, what? 6, 12, 18, 24. It's like 30% chance of crit strike damage bonus on our Sinister Strikes. It's pretty nice. Alternatively, I could get more damage on Eviscerates, the Remorseless attack, which is really cool. Improved Slice and Dice is a great one that I really want. Ruthlessness is really good in my mind. This guy's got a nail on a board and a book. I like it. High level players here. Whoa, that scared me. I didn't know if that thing was gonna jump at me or not. Easy there, killer. I don't trust that thing. I don't like it. I'm scared of it. I don't want it to kill me. Whew. I don't like it. Okay, I think Old Man Hemming is like down here somewhere. We're gonna get this book and then Hearth and then probably call it a night because it's been an hour and a half to run around the world. But in a way, that's what makes Classic WoW so beautiful, is the world is so big, it takes a lot of time to travel it, There he is, Old Man Hemming. The Happy Bobber.
What can I do for you?
I'll take the bass and you. And give me 5 more baubles. If I'm spending money, let's spend money, baby.
Careful.
Let's learn this book. That's the final book that we needed. It's all done. Oh, look at these fishing rods on the wall. I never even noticed that. Those are really cool. Alright, so now all of our professions are at least up to 225 cap. It's really sick. Alright, let's Hearth, get that on cooldown. Let's get the hell out of here. With that guy and his skeletal pet, so I don't accidentally die to that thing. And we're gonna call it here for tonight, guys. Not a super eventful night, but in a way, depending on what you think is eventful, that was, so. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow night for more questing in Hillsbrad. Thanks for hanging out, peace and love, and God bless gamers.